Good morning. I'm trying this out where I'm vlogging on my phone because then I don't have to worry about the camera, the production, plus my camera battery is dead. I can't find the charger, and I was like, you know what? I really want to get into the momentum of vlogging, especially and seeing how many I can put out. Especially since it's about to be December. I sort of almost want to attempt Vlogmas, but then at the same time, I'm like, my track record lately has been not that is conducive to it. My hair is growing back, you guys. I shaved it off like Brittany again when I started to go through hair loss, and it is growing back pretty nicely, which is good. I'm just trying to get the motivation to get out of bed. My back is killing me. I am hosting a ladies' night tonight for our ladies of our Bible study group, and the theme is self-care. So I am kind of excited because I am not going to be doing makeup and stuff today because I'm gonna be doing the face mask, everything tonight. But I do need to tidy up.
Poor Robovac is trying to find his home, and then Dante's like, "Oh, I can help it." And he's like, he walks up to it, he's like, "It's right there, it's right there." I went and picked it up and I put it in front of it, and it just turned around and went in the office.
What is going on with it? I wonder.
I don't know. Where is my home? Is it here?
Robovac, what is going on with you? What's it doing?
It's like, where is it? I even picked it up and put it right in front of it, and it was like...
Something has been going on with our Robovac. We don't know what is up, but it like keeps acting like it couldn't find its home and whatnot. I feel like I am going to attempt maybe like a healthier type of smoothie before I do coffee. I'm trying to do better. This is probably the saddest thing ever that I'm just like making a, I feel like, bariatric version of like a little jam-packed smoothie. And you know, people would be like filling stuff to here and make it this big thing. But to me, I'm like, I need to be able to chug it down because I put that psyllium husk in there, and that, like, you know how it makes it like gel-like? And so I need it to be something that I can kind of like chug. So this is about to be sad that this is the bariatric version. Looks absolutely atrocious. We're not even gonna act like this is about to be delicious because it's not. Okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just that psyllium husk. It definitely got some greens in there because I can taste the grass. This is when I miss being able to like chug. Like the parts of bariatric sometimes that you're just like, oh. And I feel it just hitting right there at the thing. Like I need to already just slow down. But it's like, oh, I just want to get it down. But I wanted to be able to show you guys because I feel like I really have barely ever done like a what I eat in a day, anything like that. But this is the reality of my life after bariatric. When you eat slippery foods you're not supposed to, it goes down, of course, a lot easier. But what I like about having had now the bypass is you would feel it later in like dumping or being sick and stuff. So it still makes you not really do it. Compared to, I feel like when I had the sleeve, you know, you're like, oh, well, you know, if I'm just eating this little bit about it, but you're not having any repercussion, there's no conditioning that made you be like, oh, I really need to like cut this out or like revamp this. Whereas with this, I mean, one, I have the fact that like like I said, this liquid itself, me chugging just those little bits, I can feel where it's like stuck because of how tiny. He said how he made that hole and everything for it going down. So I'm like kind of slowing down so I don't get sick, because if I eat too fast, I get sick. If I don't eat for a very long time and then try to eat, I get sick. So I try to like make sure I'm always kind of eating or drinking a little something. If I were to, like, again, I'm very much so about just eating real food. So like I can have the bite of the cake, but I can have a bite. I don't try to eat the whole slice of cake because I know I will be sick and I will have the dumping and stuff like that. So it's like this whole relationship with food has changed so much, but in the best possible way. I don't know, I felt like with the sleeve, you know, you're kind of doing your things, you lose, but then it was still kind of all this forbiddenness of what you can and can't have, and just being so into every little macro and stuff. Whereas I'm liking this with the bypass, that I feel like I can really live and enjoy my life. It's just, I had to fix the relationship with food, with how I treat my body. There is no dieting or fad diets and stuff in this body anymore, because it can't. Like, I need to be making sure I'm getting my nutrients in, because I'm already malabsorptive. Obviously I'm eating smaller portions. If I eat the wrong thing, it's gonna make me sick. So it's just this whole change in relationship. And yes, baby, you what? Oh, do you want a yogurt? Okay, I'm gonna finish drinking this, get him food, and check back. Forgot I needed to get somewhat civilized, so still no makeup, but I did put on a little outfit, eating a little meat stick, so that we can get to Dante's karate.
5. Hands up. Open and close your hand for 5. 1, 2, 3. Cover. Keep it up. Keep it up.
I don't know what was up with him. He's just like in a mood, I feel like, today. But even in karate, normally he's really good about, like, I don't know, listening and doing stuff. And he just was kind of not today. Not like he was like bad or anything. He just was like, I don't know, just felt not himself, which was a bummer, because this is the last karate class that he's doing before. No. Okay. This is the last class that he's doing before we go on vacation. So he's going to miss quite a little bit, and then we get back, and then they have a, like, competition, or not a competition, like a tournament or something. But I mean, obviously it's not that serious for 3 and 4 year olds, but still, nevertheless. I realized that I never had coffee today. I had that smoothie, I had that meat stick. So Dante wanted a Happy Meal, and I was like, you know what? Let me get a coffee. I hope it's not gonna make me sick. You can't really like be like, oh, can I get sugar-free this? Can I do this? But girl needs some caffeine. You reading?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
And there was this. So Mel went to have meal.
Is anybody else like this? Like, your kids can literally be so crazy, but then at the same time, they're so cute. So cute. And I feel like I'm absolutely losing my mind that we are contemplating having a third. Losing my mind. Okay, so this is not sponsored or anything, but I just have to share. I realize I have not shared it on here as much as I do like my Instagram and stuff. If you have not heard of this company, Nerdy Nuts, let me tell you, they are delicious. And I love that they can satisfy a craving in just like a spoonful of deliciousness. They have really good almond butters. They have really good like peanut butter cups. They're peanut butter creations, and they make these like concoctions where you have like spreads and then you have treats. And so this is a treat where it's called Kitchen Sink. You guys, it's literally got honey roast. So it's a honey roasted peanut butter base with caramel sauce, chocolate chips, butterscotch chips, toffee, pretzels, and potato chips. Like, it's literally everything but the kitchen sink, basically. I really love C is for cookie. This one I haven't tried, but I've been wanting to get my hands on it, so I'm really thankful that they sent this to me. I do have a discount code that's always linked in my description box along with other stuff. I only share what I actually purchase my money for and use and what we use in our household. The kids love this. One of my favorite things to do if you have little kids or anything like that, heck, even if you have big kids, is to take sometimes the spreads or the treats and I just put that on the sandwich. So instead of doing like peanut butter and jelly, like I jazz it up a little bit where they get to have like kitchen sink peanut butter sandwiches, or like the C is for cookie. My kids love it. Or instead of using syrup on waffles or like pancakes, I'll use the nerdy nuts. Like there's all kinds of ways that you can use it. Again, they're not all having to be so indulgent. They do have just like regular peanut butter. They have almond butter. What I like about them is that they are a pretty natural based thing. Like they literally handcraft kind of their stuff, make it, and they only make it in certain batches and go. So if you don't get, when they release something, it literally will sell out because they don't just mass produce stuff and it sit on a shelf for decades. They make certain batches, you can buy it, and then you have to just wait till the next go round. So I really like that. But I just wanted to share that because I just opened that package as I'm like cleaning up packages and stuff that are going on. Just getting my life together. I added this part, which I think I will end up changing later, to that like entryway there. Obviously, you guys see what's already going on here. I got roses for the ladies. I figure everybody can go home and take a rose. The theme for today is self-care. So it's like, I'm going to put out all my self-care stuff between like the massage things that I've got like for your legs and circulation, for your feet, face masks. If people want to do their nails, they can. Like literally, it is about just hanging out with women, fellowship, really honoring the fact that God does want us to rest. I think that is something that I really don't like seeing you're a lazy homemaker or whatever, stop being a lazy homemaker. Like a lot of these titles, at the end of the day, we are supposed to take care of ourselves. We are supposed to rest. We are supposed to be women that, if you're not, like, as they say, like, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Your body's a temple, right? You're a temple. There's just all kinds of stuff that I feel like I see thrown all around here. But at the end of the day, it is not selfish to do self-care. And I think sometimes that can get a bad rep. It is not. You need it. You do need to allow yourself that recharge. And so that is what tonight is about for all of the ladies, is to just be able to just recharge, be with women who are also followers. That way, like, we can also all talk with each other, and it's gonna be advice, or it's gonna be talking in ways that are still pleasing and align with what God would want us to do as women, as wives, as mothers, and just have that encouragement for each other. So I'm super excited about it. I need to get off here and I need to continue planning.
Where's this coat?
I'm having a moment of silence and relaxation before it starts, which it'll be a good night, but my house is complete. It smells really good, and I just need for my kids, my stress to go. Good morning. You guys, it was so nice last night. Like, it went so well hosting the ladies, and like literally some were here until we were just like talking stuff till 1 o'clock in the morning. Like literally Sean and the boys had come home. Like Sean was joining us even in conversation. It was just such a really wonderful, much needed night of just talking, fellowship, relaxation, rest. I was really glad that a lot of people got to have that, and to have that even for themselves, like to see people. Nothing brings me more joy than to see people truly get to just be so relaxed and comfortable in my home. Like, that's always my goal. I'm not somebody who's like, that's fine if you are of very into the, like, say, even the modern and the different things with homes. I love a nice, cozy home and a cozy atmosphere, like 24/7. And obviously the holidays just like amp it up a notch, but I always want people to just feel so comfortable and relaxed in my home and in my space. And so I was happy about that. Sean is at a men's breakfast that they had at the church. It was so nice because they were offering childcare as well. Like our pastor was like, give your wives a break, like come. And so Sean's there with the boys. And so I've just been able to just wake up and just like lay here, and the silence is so nice. Like, I know that sounds so terrible, but it is. It's so nice to just have this break. It is very much so like God knew what I needed. Our home is like, I feel like at a put together level. I need to do a deep clean of our guest apartment for the person that's going to be watching Lila while we're gone on our trip and stuff. But other than that, like everything is functioning so nice. Sean was so thankful for him that even last night, or I should say this early morning, helping me even to like kind of tidy up, go ahead and load the dishwasher and everything before we went to bed. So even with waking up this morning, there's not like really like tidying and stuff or clean to do, just tidy, but so nice. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt to edit this and everything on my phone and see how that works out, because if this works and I'm able to kind of just do this really easily and not have to like transfer it all to my laptop and then do it that way, I feel like the content that will be coming will be plentiful. Because this was way easier to just vlog on my phone. So I know it might look not the best right now in certain parts and things like that, but I feel like sometimes it's also about the content. You know what I mean? It's the substance. It's not all about the fanfare. I hope. I'll talk to you guys later.